Well, good evening. Live from my mother's basement, here's Johnny! Hooray! This is John Venti, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. We're gonna do an English class assignment for college writing, and here's the assignment. It's a reflection assignment for anyone that can't read that. See that? And today we're doing the Part 2, the beginning of the rewriting process. So essentially what I want to talk about is the fact that I've met with my teacher and gotten her comments back, and we talk. It's awesome. And I just want to know that things are going pretty good with this. I've taken a lot of the initial, feedback to heart. Her main criticism of my paper that I wrote about Soledad O'Brien, the next big story, is that you cover a lot here, but it doesn't have the same style you usually have. Some of the paragraphs are taking on too much, and others have sentences that all begin the same way. Read this out loud and see what you catch. So, logically, me being me, I said, yeah, I'll read it out loud. Well, I'll save you guys the boring reiteration of that, but what I did learn about this, and I'll look it up again real quick just so that I have a little bit more example, but I think I understood, I feel, I really was interested, I would really like, I did like, I couldn't identify, I felt bad, I felt like a lot of time, I just wouldn't pick up the book, I guess, I just, I commend, I particularly like. So, essentially what's wrong with my paper is that, I didn't really treat it with the attention, or I guess level of detail that I should have. I mean, it sounds like I'm just talking about it casually to a friend or something and not really into it. So a lot of what the strategy will be for this rewrite will be to take a lot of that out and to replace it with more active sounding language, more of me, doing things, or more of what I did like without the I like at the beginning of the sentence, if that makes sense. I'm just going to try really hard to turn this paper rewrite into a solid A because, I'm doing really well in the class. And I would just, really do well confidence-wise with another A. That means you teach. So, some other things to look forward to here while I'm doing this is that make a plan to focus on, as I rewrite, just reflect on how I think I've improved since writing the first version of the essay and how I'll apply what I've learned to the next draft. And what that hot mess of words meant coming out of my mouth is that, it's important to think back to whenever you're doing any kind of project or any kind of writing is that, you have milestones. And one of the things that I've always been is a strong writer. So to get a grade that I'm not entirely satisfied with, to go back and look at what I did, I'm almost ashamed of it, to be honest. But I can understand where, in reading the book, The Next Big Story by Soledad O'Brien, that my creative juices and essentially my attention span were a little tapped out. So now that I've had the time to sit back and think about it, I just feel like I'm going to be able to write a much better paper and to look out for tricky things. And even now that we've done all the work on introductions and conclusions like we had for the research paper that we just did before Thanksgiving break, I know that I can really bang out an A paper and I have the confidence to do this. So thanks everybody for joining me for this. You'll get your normal wrestling update videos here in a little while after I do some homework. I drank a little bit too much boxed wine at the old Thanksgiving meeting, so I've been a little bit behind on that. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you next time.